Hi, Jordan Mortimer speaking, and in today's video I'm going to talk to you about solo ads, and in particular how you can prevent yourself from being scammed by solo ad vendors. So, solo ads can get a bit of a bad rap in the industry because of lots of people who've had bad experiences with them. Just recently, I've seen a few topics in the internet marketing communities that I'm a part of where people have had very bad experiences with solo ad vendors and haven't gotten what they paid for, basically. And so it's very easy. If you don't know what you're doing when you engage with solo ad vendors, it can be very easy to get scammed and end up losing a lot of money. Now, one topic that comes to my mind in particular is one I saw recently on one of the communities I saw, or one of the communities I'm a part of, rather. I'm not going to name any names here, but basically what happened is he has recently started his own. He's recently come into the internet marketing industry and was looking to get a quick jump start on his business. So what he did was he purchased two packages. I believe there were about 500 clicks each, so it was about 1,000 clicks total that he purchased. And one of the click packages that he ordered, the 500 clicks he ordered, never actually came, never arrived. So the vendor pretty much just disappeared in action on him, went off the grid and disappeared with his money. And the second vendor sent through he sent through the clicks, but the clicks that came through he got no sales from at all. And what happened was he had generated a couple of leads here and there, but they were from primarily non-English speaking countries. And if basically when you're trying to build a list, you want people, you generally want people from English speaking countries. That's what's known as top tier traffic, as they are the ones who are most likely to actually pull out their credit cards and purchase your offers when you make them to them. So the leads that this guy had ordered, or the leads that this guy had generated from from his solo ad venture, were basically worthless for his business. So, and unfortunately, that can be quite a common sight in the internet marketing industry. But the good news is that it's very easy to prevent this from happening to you, as long as you know what to do. And basically what you need to do is, it comes down to finding and engaging with the right solo ad vendors, the ones who are legitimate and aren't going to take your money and not provide you the service that you paid for. So what you need to do is, first of all, you want to take so what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through a selection process that I use for when I run my solo ads, which has proven to be very fruitful in finding legitimate solo ad vendors who deliver the traffic and clicks that I order. So what you want to do is you want to take each solo ad vendor that you are looking at through a very specific and almost rigorous quality assurance process to make sure that they are actually legitimate vendors. And so what you need to do is you need to do a number of things for this. First of all, you want to review their sales pages and their testimonials. So this and bear in mind, this all comes before you even contact them or buy any clicks. You never want to go to a solo ad vendor and just blindly buy clicks from their sales page, as that is putting yourself in a very dangerous situation where it's easy for them to just disappear with your money or not deliver the service that you request. So what you want to do is you want to take them through a quality assurance process, and that involves reviewing their sales pages and their testimonials. And when I say these testimonials, you actually want them to be realistic. So generally, if the capture page that you're promoting is a good one, you'd expect opt-in rates of about 35 to 45%. And say if the sales funnel on the back end is a good one, then sales conversion rates of about 1 to 2% is on average would be what you'd expect. So when I say realistic testimonials, if a solo ad vendor has testimonials saying that they're getting, oh, I got opt-ins of 80% from this guy and sales of 50%, then that's not realistic at all, and I would just completely skip that solo ad vendor and move on to the next one. Because as I say, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So anyway, you look for realistic testimonials on the sales page of the solo ad vendor, and you want these testimonials to be from people who are actually in a similar home business opportunity to what you're promoting. If you don't want to see testimonials only from other solo ad vendors, because most likely what's happening is they are leaving positive testimonials for each other on their sales pages. What you want is testimonials from people who are actually promoting a similar opportunity to you. So once you've reviewed their sales pages and their testimonials, you then want to have a look for photos and pictures of the vendor themselves, and ideally you'd want to find a video of them on their sales page, so you actually get a real-time view of what they look like. But once you have an idea, you then want to try and match the photo to their actual social media profiles in order to ensure that they're actually a real person. Now, if a vendor has all of these things going for them on their sales pages and they are easy to connect with, then the chances are that they're in business for the long haul and aren't just looking to take your money and run away with it. So once you've found a vendor who ticks all these criteria, the next step is to actually connect with them personally. So don't just buy clicks from their page yet. What you actually need to do is step 2 of the process, which is connect with them personally. And once you connect with them personally, you need to make sure that you only purchase from vendors who are willing to send with your solo ad swipe copy. You don't want vendors to be sending blind swipe. The reason for this is because you want your solo ad to be completely congruent with the capture page that you're promoting. I've mentioned this in a previous video of mine, but basically when your solo ad is completely congruent with the capture page you are promoting, then your conversion rate on your capture page will be far higher than as opposed to sending a blind swipe. Now, once that has so you engage with the vendor and you start asking them these questions. The first of which being, are they willing to send your swipe copy? Next, you want to ask the vendor if they can deliver at least 80 to 85% top tier traffic. Now, when I say top tier traffic, this is people from primarily English speaking countries, so places like the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and places like that. Because again, these are the people who are most likely to actually purchase your offers when you present them to them. So you ask the vendor if they can deliver the 85% top tier traffic, and you also want to make them aware that if they under-deliver on the top tier traffic, you will either be expecting more traffic from them or a refund. Now, next what you want to do is you want to double check with the vendor and make it clear. Make sure that the vendor is actually sending your offer to their own in-house email list. So you don't want them to be sending any exit pop traffic or doing traffic exchanges, click rotors, brokered lists, anything like that. But you actually want them to be sending it to their own list who they have a relationship with. And make it clear to them that you don't just want traffic, you specifically want a solo ad. And lastly, last but not least, you want to double check with the vendor and make sure that they haven't sent the offer that you're promoting to their list very recently, because you're not going to be the only affiliate out there promoting a capture page. So you want to, and odds are that someone else might have already engaged with that vendor and sent out a similar offer to their, a similar solo ad to their list quite recently. So if they have, and you go ahead and send a solo ad to them very soon after that, their list will be pretty immune to your offer and you won't make any sales. So if they have sent out your offer very recently, keep them in mind, but you should move on to someone else. You want to be purchasing clicks from a vendor who hasn't sent a similar offer out to their list for at least 2 or 3 weeks or so. This ensures that the list isn't going to be immune to your offer. So make sure that that the vendor's list isn't burned out on your offer. So again, now once a vendor ticks all these boxes, so you've put them through, you've done the research on them beforehand, and then you've connected with them personally and asked them all these questions, and they give you the answers that you want. Then what you can do is start with a 200 click package to test the responsiveness of their list. Now, the reason why I personally like to do 200 clicks is because if your capture page is converting well, with a conversion rate of about 40 to 50%, and I'll just start off with, I'll just say here that the capture page you're wanting, you want it to at least be proven to be converting at 40 to 50%. If it's not, then you don't want to be converting that capture page or the solo ad. But anyway, so if your capture page is converting at 40 to 50%, if you buy 200 clicks from a vendor, that will give you 80 to 100 leads. And with 80 to 100 leads coming through your sales funnel, you should see at least one sale after the follow-up. And those numbers will go up with your email follow-up. So now when you see those numbers with so 40 to 50% opt-in rates and a sale from about every 80 to 100 leads, that's an indication that that vendor is the real deal and it's a good time to scale with them. Now when I start off with a vendor, I like to do what I call framing the purchase. So I make it clear to the vendor that this is the 200 click run that I'm purchasing from them is just to test out their list, and it will be the first in a series of coming purchases. Now the reason why you want to do this is it will make the vendor clear, it will make clear to the vendor that you're in the market for an ongoing business partner, and they will want to send you their best traffic from doing that. And because if they do that and you're happy with the results, you'll be back to scale with them, and you can make it clear that you'll be back to scale with them, and very quickly, if you're looked after. So when it comes to scaling, when it comes to scaling with the solo ad vendor, the main thing to keep in mind is not to rush the scaling process. So don't just, if your first run with the vendor goes well, don't just go back to them and say, oh, that went brilliant, that 200 clicks went brilliantly, I want to buy 1,000 clicks from now. No, don't ever do that. What you want to do is you want to scale slowly, so from 200 to 250 clicks, then 300 clicks, 400 clicks, and so on and so forth. And what you need to be doing throughout this process is keeping a spreadsheet where you are keeping track of the total clicks that they deliver and the opt-in rates, or the opt-in rates. So basically how many opt-ins you get as a percentage against the clicks that they've delivered, and the sales that you get from those runs, from those solo ad campaigns. And as you monitor them, you need to make sure that these numbers are staying consistent all across the board. If your numbers continue to stay consistent across the board, then continue to scale with that vendor because you found a winner. However, if your numbers do not remain consistent, you need to stop with that vendor immediately. So the idea is you scale slowly and incrementally, making sure that your numbers stay consistent. Now, for people on tighter budgets, I generally don't recommend scaling above 250 clicks. The reason for this is because with smaller packages, you have more control, and the vendor is more likely to also send you his best clicks to your offer. The reason for this is, as I said, he'll want to impress you and keep you coming back for continued business with him or her. So, I mean, the holy grail for solo ad vendors would be a client eventually scaling to 1,000 or 2,000 click packages. That's where the money is for them. So the main thing to focus on in the vendor selection process is finding the best high quality vendors. If you do this, everything else will take care of itself, as long as your system and your sales funnel and everything is optimized to the best it can be. And if it is, everything will fall into place, and you will find that solo ads will work extremely well for your business. However, if you buy from the wrong people, which can happen if you don't put this solo ad selection process vendor process in place, then and if you blindly buy solo ad clicks without any real structure, then you are going to lose money pretty much guaranteed, and the odds are you'll pretty much just get outright scammed. So the reason that this process works is twofold. It finds you the right solo ad vendors, and it makes it clear to them that you're in business with them for the long haul, which makes them most likely to want to send you their best traffic. And this process has worked really well for me. When I sent my first couple of solo ads using this process, and I got over a 40% opt-in from that and 3 sales outright, and those sales are still continuing to trickle in even to this day. And I've just continued to use this vendor selection process and this solo ad process throughout in my business, and the results have been consistently excellent across the board. And I'm building up a list of vendors who I trust and continue to engage in business with. That's the idea behind this process. You build up a list of preferred vendors who you like to use, and continue to go back and purchase clicks from each and every month in order to scale your business. And this process has worked not only for me, but for many others as well. My mentor, Misha Wilson, he has managed to build his entire business to the multiple 6-figure and now I believe it's now 7-figure mark, using nothing but solo ads. And the reason why is because he ensures that he only engages with the best vendors who send him the best traffic on their list. Now, I'm lucky because I have had very good mentors who have explained this whole process to me in great detail, which is one of the reasons why I've been able to use solo ads with such great success. And once you tap into this method, you'll find that your traffic and your lead generation issues in your business will just be distant bad memories, and you'll be well on your way to success in your online business. Now, because I realize that time is our most valuable asset, and because I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to watch this video and spend some time with me learning about this process, what I've done is I've put together a very valuable resource that you can use, and I'm going to give that to you completely free. So what I've done is for anyone who's wanting to jumpstart their traffic and lead generation efforts and do it in a manner that minimizes the risk to you, you can go ahead and claim my ultimate solo ad vendor selection blueprint, where I outline the exact process that I follow every single time to find the best solo ad vendors in the industry. Not only this, but I'm also going to share with you five of the solo ad vendors that I personally use and have been building my list with. And with these vendors I'm doing long-term business with, and they've proven to be very reliable and consistent with every package and campaign that I've run with them. So what I'd like to do is this is yours completely free. All you need to do is, if you're on my blog, simply scroll down below this video and you'll find instructions and a link on how you can claim my ultimate solo ad vendor selection blueprint, and also also how you can get access to where I will share 5 of my most responsive solo ad vendors. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and click the link below this video, and that will take you to my blog. And then all you need to do is simply there will be instructions on that page on where you can claim this. I hope you got a lot of value out of this video today, and if you got some value, leave a comment below and let me know what your biggest takeaway was. And if you found this video useful, go ahead and click on the Facebook share and Google Plus share buttons either above or below this post, and share this post with anyone who you think will find value out of it as well. Okay, thanks for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next video. Take care.